All right, guys, basic stretch.
So with basic stretch, we just want to try to increase our range of motion and flexibility a little bit.
So if you guys need the reps and sets, they're right on the side. We got a list with a description and hyperlinks down. If you have any questions, let us know.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys, so we're going to get into a child's pose as our first stretch. So he's going to push his butt back as far as he can towards the heels. Whatever more comfortable for you here, if you want toes dug in or toes live or laces down, doesn't matter. Walking the hands out as far as you can. Trying to breathe hard, flex the stomach, drive the ribs down as far as you can. Walk those hands out, try to feel the shoulder blades reaching forward. Then we're going to slowly go to one side. Okay? As we walk our hands like the thing towards that one side, we're going to try to elongate the side we're moving away from. We want to feel a stretch all the way from the shoulder blade down to the hip, and it might go all the way down to the tricep. We're going to breathe into that position, trying to open the ribs on the side as you take a huge breath in. As you breathe out, walk a little bit further towards that direction where you were going. We want 2 to 3 nice long exhalations in that position before we walk any further, and we're going 3 times towards each side. So he's going to switch after that exhale, walking the hands back. Again, if your feet get uncomfortable, switch from toes live to laces down, totally fine. He's going to walk those hands out as far as he can towards this side. Huge breath into that side, trying to open up the ribs as he does that. The ribs are the major factor here. We want to try to open up all those little muscles, the intercostals in between the ribs. So the breathing is the biggest piece here. 3 breaths in, then we walk a little bit further. From there, we're going to walk back to center. We're going to dig the toes into the ground. And we're going to push our butt up into the air into a downward dog. So, not trying to get too into this movement, but we want to feel the palm of the hand pushing through. It's okay to not get the heels down. You can kind of bike the heels a little bit back and forth so you get a little calf stretch. Start moving them up and down and then back and forth. And then we want to feel the back trying to straighten as far as possible. Feel the stretch all the way down to the hip. So from this position, we're going to hold for about 5 to 10 breaths. If you need to come out of it and go back into it, bend the knees alternately, totally fine. If you need a regression from here, you can always put your hands up on something so that you don't have as much weight on your arms and hands. Okay, any pain in the arms, just regress this with the knees bent a little bit. So from there, we're going to go into a push-up position where our elbows are on the ground, and we're going to grab our hands. So elbows down in a push-up is long legs with the toes dug in. From here, we're going to try to get the spine as close to the ground as possible. Pinch the shoulder blades together, squeeze them as tight as you can, and then push them down and away. Nice and slow, back and forth. This whole thing should be a moving plank, so we're trying to get as much movement in the scaps as possible. Really trying to free up that lat and the rhomboids in the back here. So nice and slow, back and forth, get as far as you can. Last but not least, we got to open up our ankles a little bit because we've been denying them the love. So just going to get into a split stance position. The closer this knee is to the heel, the easier this is to hold for a longer period of time, and we do want to hold it for a little while. So hands on the knee, and we're going to drive out over the pinky toe. So trying to get a nice big arch on the inside of the foot, pressing the knee over the pinky toe. He's going to press lightly into the ground and alternate between down and then trying to pull the toes all the way up to the knee. And you can rock back and forth a little bit with this movement. The idea here is to feel it right behind the back of the calf, kind of where that big tissue meets the bottom of the calf. So we're going back and forth a couple times, and then we'll switch. And if you want a little bit more of a intense stretch with a little bit more weight, you can bring that knee a little bit further back and drive the knee out over the pinky toe. Gets to be a pretty heavy hip opener in the back as we're driving forward as well. So we can kind of hit 2 things at once. Driving that knee out, trying to pull the toe up, press the toe down, intervals of 3 to 5 seconds, and then rocking into the stretch a little bit further. Each time you pull up and pull down and push down, you'll feel a little bit more in the back of the calf. Once we got a couple on this side, we can get into more activities.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video.
So guys, like and subscribe. Let us know what you think. Everything's free. We're all donation based. So check out all of our videos. And if you want to see anything, please let us know. We're on all social media platforms at Movement From Home.